And I think that's actually a very accurate model for what Pesach is really about, because we're taught something that sounds very true when we're taught about growth, about healing. Growth takes time, healing takes time, change takes time. It's a journey, it's a process, right? And then comes Pesach, and the biggest transformation in our entire history happened overnight, the chipazon. So what really changed? Maybe Mitzrayim wasn't just a place. Maybe it was a state of inner constriction, of psychological constriction. And this is a concept, gadlos demuchen and katnos demuchen. Katnos demuchen is when you live with that constriction, with contracted consciousness. It's a narrowed perception of self, right? When we say, this is who I am, this is how I react to things, this is my pattern, this is my personality. And those things become the archetypes that we live with. We become people pleasers, perfectionists, martyrs, victims. And we think that those are our personality traits, but they're not who we are. They're not personality traits. They're actually survival identities. They're ego structures. And what's fascinating is a lot of times what we call our personality didn't actually start as personality. It started as protection, because at some point in life, often very early, we needed a way to feel safe, to feel loved, or to feel in control. So we adapted. We became the one who keeps the peace, the one who gets everything right, the one who takes care of everyone else, the one who never needs anything. And those patterns were not random. They were intelligent because they helped us survive. But over time, we stop using those patterns and we start becoming them. And it's no longer, oh yeah, I act this way sometimes. It becomes, this is who I am. And this is where chametz becomes very, very profound, because when we hear the word ego, which is what we conflate chametz with, when we hear the word ego, we usually think arrogance. But ego is not arrogance. Ego is the part of the self that's trying to protect us. It's the part that says, stay safe, stay in control, don't get hurt again. And that's not a flaw. That's actually intelligence. But what happens over time is that protective system can become overactive. And instead of helping us respond to life, it starts defining who we are. We don't just use those protective patterns, we start living inside them. And that's where chametz comes in, because again, chametz is not arrogance. It's identity inflation around something that was never you to begin with. Chametz is when something that was meant to protect you expands beyond its role and becomes your identity. For example, I am the responsible one. I am the anxious one. I am the strong one. I am the nice one. I am the organized one. I am the messy one. And those may have started as coping strategies, but now they've become an identity. But that's not who you are. That's who you have become in order to survive.